Hey guys, welcome to Contest Prep University. I'm Joe Klemczewski with Adam Atkinson. We're going to start a new series about some of the lingo that you hear related to contest day. And Adam, I think this is probably something that I get the most questions about, where people say, I don't understand what that means, or can you explain full, flat, tight, spilled over, grainy, all these things. So let's talk first about full versus flat. So a client, sends us pictures maybe first thing in the morning on contest day. We wait until they've had a meal or two. We're looking at hydration levels. And we know as coaches, we're looking for a certain level of fullness to be increasing. We know that they're going to maybe start up in the morning a little bit flat. But if I was just a client and I said, Adam, I have no idea what you mean. Tell me what you're looking for. How would you respond?
Yeah, so this is a great topic because in our peak week documents, we ask for clients to tell us how they feel. And like you said, a lot of them don't know. But when we're looking for fullness, we're talking about not the stomach space fullness, we're talking about muscle fullness. So what we're looking for is usually first thing in the morning, people are pretty flat and just not as full as they can be midday. So we're looking for fullness, but yet not being spilled over, which we'll discuss later. So we're just really looking for muscle volume being maximized when we say fullness.
Yeah, and I would say, one of the ways that I explain it is, you know how you can just wake up and you feel smaller and you are tighter versus, you're in the gym and you're feeling your delts, your arms, your chest, and you just feel full. If you literally think of those terms in their appropriate sense, in what you said, Adam, which is muscle volume, muscle space, not GI or anything else, I think that could be helpful. So sometimes I think you even said, just maybe do a quick set of 10 push-ups and tell me if you actually feel like something's happening. Is it difficult and you don't have any energy and there's no blood flow? Or do you feel like, yeah, I'm getting thicker and fuller and the muscle's filling out? So that's the first thing I think of in terms of fullness is when you start flexing and moving that muscle, is it getting fuller and fuller like you would feel during a workout?
Which is essentially the setup you want for show day, because when you're backstage, how many people do we have come to us and say with their old coach they couldn't get a pump backstage, and then with us, because of the sodium, the water, the carbs, they're able to achieve that, therefore they're coming in full.
Exactly. And guys, we can't talk about all of the how-to that goes into these. We're just talking about the actual linguistics, the nomenclature, what these words and concepts mean. So definitely go back and look at our previous topics on these. But just to give you a little sense to piggyback on what Adam just said there, fullness does require some water, some hydration. It does require some sodium. It's not all carbohydrate. You probably have a pretty good carbohydrate base if you've had any normalcy or loading in that week. So most of the time for fullness, it does come down to hydration and sodium first. But what I would say, just as a way of wrapping up, Adam, too, is it's very normal to wake up flat and tight, even if you have been carbing up in the most reasonable way. But it should be something that's increasing as you lead to the stage. So whether you're getting on stage at 9 in the morning or noon or 2 in the afternoon, you should have a plan to make sure that through your food and hydration and movement, that fullness is increasing. You don't have to wake up perfect, but it has to be heading that direction.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. So we're going to move on in the next episode talking about some of these things like graininess and tightness and even spilling over. But stick around. I think this is going to help a lot of people just completely understand what they should be looking for on stage, on contest day, and then how you even just relate that information back to a coach. So thanks, guys, for watching and listening, and we'll see you next time in Contest Prep University.